Okay, I have the dough for the sweet ricotta pies, just as I did with the dough for the meat pie. I'm going to do the same thing. I've got saran wrap, 2 layers underneath, 2 layers on top, and I'm going to roll it out again with this nice French rolling pin. This dough is cold now. It's been in the refrigerator for about an hour, and maybe an hour and a half, so it's going to be really easy to roll out, but I have to work quickly because otherwise, if it gets too warm, it's harder and it gets sticky. So this dough is one that you want to be a little bit thicker. I want to have it a little thicker than I generally want pie crust to be, because it's a different kind of pie crust. It's sweet, and it just operates differently from regular pie crust. I think this is what's called pasta frolla because of the sugar in it. It's almost like a cookie. Probably make cookies out of this. Just cut them up and bake them like that. So I'm rolling it out again. It's going to be much bigger than the pie plate. But again, I'm going to save those strips because I have to make strips to put on top of the ricotta after I put it in there. So I think this is done enough. Let's see if I can let you see how thick this dough is. Can I bring that a little? No, it's hard for me to figure out how to do that. There it is. Maybe you can see how thick it is. Obviously, I need different kind of camera work. I'm going to show you this really well. But it's rolled out nicely. Make sure it's not too thick in the center. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to flip it over and put it into the pie tin. So this is the pie plate that I'm using. Take these top layers off. And that's very nice. It's all ready. I can feel it getting warm. So I want to get this into this pie plate really quickly. This, flip it over, and then get this bottom layer off, and get the excess cut off here. I'm probably going to put this back in the refrigerator for a little bit. So this is a lot of extra on here. And I'm going to get this off here. But this is already warmer than it likes to be to do this really well. So I'm going to put this back in the refrigerator for a little bit, get it nice and cold. Probably should be using my marble board to do this rather than the wooden board. Okay, so that's some extra. That's going to go back in. Here's this pie. You can see it's softer dough, kind of falls more easily. Probably going to cut a little bit more of that off, but let's get this back in the refrigerator to cool off.